Peace. Let's see what energies we get tonight. Divine feminine energy as we move towards Mother's Day, honoring our mothers, honoring ourselves. Tonight I'll be using the Mythical Goddess Tarot. If you can see it, I know it's I have the lights down, but it's one of my favorite decks. Give me a moment. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Grandmother. Thank you, Great-Great-Grandmother. Thank you, all my female ancestors, for your powerful healing energy. Thank you for your courage, your strength, your determination, your ability to just thrive and to create in limited circumstances, your ability to rise above all negativity and find your way towards freedom in your way, whatever way was right for you. Thank you for instilling the gift of spirit, the gift of, with my grandmother, religion and belief in the Most High, belief in Jesus and her way. You know, even though we follow different spiritual paths in some way, I'm grateful for you. Thank you to my mom and all of her teachings, my love for my grandmother, my sweetheart. Thank you for the masculine energy as well. We wouldn't be here without it. I give thanks for that. Thank you to my female ancestry. I pay honor, homage to them. I look to them for direction, even still in the physical realm. I work with them in the spiritual realm. I'm grateful for their presence. Hold them dear and near to my heart. Just light a candle tonight in honor of our mothers and our grandmothers. Let's give thanks for our lineage. Let's give thanks for our ancestry. Even though some live through very difficult circumstances, we honor that energy. Even still, we honor that energy more. Powerful beings to move through some of those conditions, things that I couldn't even imagine. I give thanks to them for that. I honor them for that. I ask for a healing over the physical body. I ask for a healing over the spiritual body. I ask for healing over the mental body from past hurts, pain, and trauma. I ask for uplifting of the spiritual energy. I ask for uplifting of the spiritual body, my ancestors, the spiritual body, in the spiritual realm. I send them love at this time. Let's send them love together. And you send them love from your heart, from your chest here. You inhale and you exhale with that energy of love, that frequency of the love vibration. And you concentrate on them. You concentrate on your mothers, your great-great-grandmothers, your aunts, your cousins, whoever they may be in the spiritual realm. We send love to them here on the physical as well. What messages do you have for us tonight? Just see the candle. And I'm just placing it there as you think of your ancestors, as you think of your mother, whether in the spiritual and the physical realm. You send her love. You send her healing light at this time. If you're a mother, if you're a woman, you're honoring the feminine energy, the divine feminine energy. You send yourself healing light and healing love. You give yourself the honor. What messages do you have for us tonight, Spirit? Thank you. It's a peaceful reading tonight. I don't want to hold us too long. They're saying that success is ours, spiritual and earthly success, with forgiveness on the bottom there. And I probably won't show the cards because it's so dark. Forgiveness of past mistakes that you've made, forgiveness of the past in general, and negativity and hurts and things from way back when that we still hold in our hearts, things that we hold in our bodies, things that we hold in our mind. Spirit is saying, and our ancestors are saying, that it's time to forgive those hurts. Not necessarily to forget them, but to not hold so tightly to them. This could be right here and right now if you're dealing with something personal. For some of us, these things go back even further. I've talked about this a lot on this channel, but when we're dealing with ancestral trauma, it's things that we might not even be aware of that we're dealing with. Things that we're holding in the body, energy that we're holding in the body, hurts and pains that we're holding in our heart space that aren't allowing us to move forward, that aren't allowing us to live with a sense of freedom. We're bound to certain things from the past. This has come up before for the feminine energy. Spirit is saying that as we continue to trust in ourselves, love ourselves more, be true and authentic to who we are, as we honor those who came before us without any shame, and that's really what the forgiveness is about as well, without any shame, without any guilt, without any sadness. And not saying sadness won't be there, but understanding the power that can come from certain situations, right? We don't hold ourselves in a space of shame. We don't deceive ourselves into thinking that we're not worth more. If we continue to think that we're less than others. If we continue to look to the world for answers. If we forget the power and the ingenuity and the strength of our grandmother. If we only see our female ancestors as weak. If we allow the narrative of the historians and the whoever puts the word out to tell us that we didn't deserve or that we didn't have or that we weren't more, right? If we continue to believe those constructs that were put there to keep us in line and keep us in place, if we don't move beyond the boundaries, if we don't move beyond the chains, if we don't move beyond the captivity, being captive in the past, captive in the mind still, captive in the heart, being locked away or locked up by society, being hidden, true parts of ourselves being hidden, being ashamed of our gifts, being ashamed of how we carry ourselves. Spirit is saying you come from power. You come from abundance. The reading starts off with success, but it also starts off with the Ten of Earth, which is the Ten of Coins, which is spiritual abundance. It's things that have been built up. It's spiritual lessons that have been learned. It's a monetary value, but it's a spiritual value more than anything. You came here to the earth with it because your ancestors had it, and they had it before, and they had it before that, and they had it before that, right? It's a belief in the Most High. It's a belief in the spiritual energies. No matter what goes on, what happens, that belief remains and stays strong. That's the foundation. That's the strength. That's the answer. That's the abundance, right? And so our ancestors are saying that we have that in us. We have that tin of earth. It doesn't come from anything on the outside. It comes from the inside of the body. It comes from the inside of the mind. It's contained in the spirit, which would be like the Holy Spirit, right? We come here with pure power. We come here with spiritual abundance. It was given to us by our mothers. It was given to us by our great-grandmothers, and so on and so forth. And they got it from their mothers. You understand? The power is bright. The power is powerful. And so when something is like that, their forces and their lessons, negative ones, worldly ones, that will teach you how to turn off the light, how to close yourself off, close off your gifts, close off the connection, right? Because especially with African or, for us, Black people, our spirituality is connected to our ancestors. It's connected to the ancestral realm. It's connected to me dreaming about my grandmother, not believing that it was just a dream, but realizing that we were communicating with each other. We talk about this all the time. It's that knowing that the physical and the spiritual realm are one and the same, that we all work together in tandem, that they might have different knowledge and they might have a different understanding in that realm, but that we can work towards changing each other, right? Why are we working to change the spiritual realm, Energy can be dense and can be heavy. When you've gone through ancestral trauma, it's a heaviness of the energy, which causes a heaviness of spirit. It causes deep sadness and pain. Just because spirit is not here, it doesn't mean that energy doesn't exist in those realms. It doesn't mean that things aren't being purified here on the earth and there. It doesn't mean that we're not working to purify each other, right? When people have experienced a group trauma, which means that it's something that I share with you, and I might not know you, but we might share in this trauma together due to our ancestry, right? How a person was seen, how a person was viewed in life, how a person walked the earth, how a person died or passed on. These are all energetic exchanges, right? And you don't even have to think as far back as the ancestors you don't know. You can think back to your connection with your mother or your connection to your grandmother and how they felt and how they moved and how they operated and if they felt sadness or if they felt pain. And then you can think to yourself and you can think about how you move and how you operate and if you feel sadness or if you feel pain, right? So if you just take it from just that small thing, from daughter to mother, and you look at the similarities in action, the similarities in movement, the similarities in thought, and you think about her mother, and you think about her mother, right? And you go back to when the trauma began. You see what I'm saying? Situations seem like they become lessened because we don't have any true physical, tangible experience with some of the things that they experience. But we're still experiencing pain. We're still experiencing trauma here and now, right here and now. We're still being triggered. We're still, we have moments where we have high anxiety, You know, we have moments where we worry about our lives. We have moments where we worry about how our futures would be. So these things haven't changed. Trauma for my great-great-grandmother might look different for me, but down the line, if things weren't rectified in the family, if that spiritual energy wasn't rectified, that energy from her trickles down and it becomes a little different, but it's still there, right? But Spirit is saying that without the world involved, without circumstances of man involved, without circumstances of industry involved, without false ideas of what it is to be a woman involved, without false ideas of sexuality and being a commodity and things like that, without those ideas involved, we come here with the 10 of Pentacles. We come here with the true abundance. The pessimism card comes out along with the criticism. If you can see those energies, these are the only 3 cards we have. This is the box. This is the box of the mind. This is the box of the heart. And this is the box of the spirit. This is where the world wants you to be. This is where society wants you to be. They want you to be there because they put you there. They put you there with their words. They put you there with their energy. They created the box, right? Spirit is saying it's time to step outside of the box. It's time to step outside of the box that's been created. It's time to get back to a seriousness when it comes to spirituality. Not just a surface level, but truly believing that you are great, greater than great, that you're beyond anything that you can imagine, right? That you're powerful beyond belief, that you are the walking magician, that you are the walking sorceress, right? Spirit is saying you hold the power in your hand. You come here with the power in your hand. Even our ancestors had the power in their hand, and we talk about that all the time, because no matter what the trauma was, no matter what the conditions were, they still were able to stay alive. They still were able to be crafty enough, strong enough, powerful enough to live through dangerous times. And I'm here because of it, and you're here because of it. That's a power. Do we have that power now? Do we have that power to survive when things fall upon us like that, like bricks? When people impose themselves upon us in the most devilish ways? When our bodies are exposed to the public, laid bare for all to see? You know, our female ancestors that stood on the auction block, bodies exposed, breast exposed. That takes a certain amount of power and strength and separation, a dual kind of life, where you're able to live with spirit and knowing that things will get better and knowing that you are worth more. But you also have to play the role, and you also have to live. That's a power that is still needed. It's still needed. But imagine that with them. Imagine them having that strength to pull through some of the most horrific moments. to the point that we're here now. That's an energy beyond belief. We look at, for some of us, with our past, we look at those energies and they bring up a sadness. But I would encourage us tonight to look at these energies and bring up a powerfulness. You know, these people were more powerful than I could imagine. To not know what's going to happen throughout your day, to not know if you were going to be assaulted, to not know if you were going to be, you understand, talked to any kind of way, touched, beaten, humiliated, killed. You understand. The female ancestry and the male ancestry as well, but we're talking about the female energy tonight because that's what we're working with right now. They want you to understand that don't feel sympathy for them. We can all be sad together. We can all be sad together. But our healing is not feeling sympathy for them. Our healing comes from feeling their power and their strength. Because even in those moments, they wanted us to get to where we are right now. Their strength provided for us. It was the nourishment for us to get here, where we have the opportunity to make better to make better choices and to move in different directions and to open ourselves up more and to move out of the boxes that have been placed there for us to just walk into and just shut the door, right? This card says pessimism, not believing in yourself, not believing in what you can do, not believing in what you can say, not believing in your spiritual gifts, not believing in your way forward, not believing in your power, not believing in your intuition, not believing that things will work out, not believing that your ancestors are with you, not having an understanding of why that's important, not believing in the importance of claiming divine power over your womanhood, not understanding the importance of being a woman. And society would tell us that we're weak. They'll tell us that and this is, for black women, it's more about, the patriarchy, It's more than that. That's what I'm saying. It's more than that. We're not just dealing with that. We're dealing with other things too. But that's one of the main things. How we looked at as women. We still need the men to decide what's right for our bodies. We still need them to decide what direction we go in. Some women are happy with this. They want the men to decide. They want these people to take control of their bodies. But the body belongs to spirit, right? The body belongs to the spiritual realm. We truly aren't of this earth. Please understand that. The spirit, once we leave this physical realm, the body turns to dust in whatever way it does. Whether it's burned through the fire, immediate purification, or whether you put in the ground over time, turns to dust. The physical, but the spirit rises and it moves forward. It moves upward. It belongs to no one. It belongs to you in the spiritual realm. And wherever you travel to after this space. So while men, meaning mankind, wants to continuously put us in boxes, they want to put the spirit in the box. The spirit is ever moving. It can't be locked up. It belongs to no one. And that's the problem. Because people are always in a position where they want to play God. They can't play God. Truly and honestly, they can't play God. Because no one lives forever, right? Even these ones who want to inflict their negative energy in their, what's the word? Dense, heavy, can't come up with it right now, but it's a feeling that I'm feeling. They want to inflict that over you. They want to have that power over you. They want to have those puppet strings. They want to manipulate your feelings and your movements. They want to control you. They want to have you in an uproar. They want to have your pressure going up and down. They want to have your anxiety levels going up and down, right? They control us in that way too. These people seek to be the ultimate power. They seek to control us being the ultimate power. But best believe that the spirit belongs to no one. And they spend so much time, this is me going off, off the thing, but they spend so much time trying to hold other people down and trying to hold other energies down that they never give a darn about their own spirit. They don't care about it. They don't care about themselves in that way. They only care about inflicting pain and control over others. It's a very strange energy. But it's the energy that keeps people in these boxes, which is in this pessimism card. Criticism. Criticizing yourself, speaking negative words to yourself, saying hurtful things to yourself, allowing people to talk to you any kind of way, allowing people to put their burdens on you and their ideas about themselves on you. It's time to move on from this energy. Even with this card here, this pessimism card, it's like lightning bolts coming out the eyes and out the mouth. That's the criticism, but it also is that energy of purifying yourself. Time to let that energy go. Release that from the body. Spirit, help me love myself more. Help me love every part of me, from my head down to my toes. Help me grow with you. Help me open up my heart space so that I can have access, true access to my spiritual body. Allow me to open this Holy Spirit. That's the divine feminine energy. The divine feminine energy is being one with the Creator, right? Allow me to move with the energy of spirit. Think with the energy of spirit. Allow me to show myself as I truly am at every given moment. Give me that freedom, Spirit, on this planet. Grant me that freedom to be myself. Allow me to remove any type of shackles that are on my wrist, on my ankles, from situations that bring me harm, work situations, home life situations. Open me up so that I may move forward. Clear the pathway so that I may move forward. Show me how to access my 10 of earth, my true abundance. My ancestors say that I already have it. They say I already have that true abundance. They say I already have the spiritual gift. They say I already have the monetary gift. They gave it to me. Just like it was given to them. They want to remind us of that. Remove me out of feeling isolated. Allow me to place proper boundaries. Remove any desire for self-destructive tendencies. Let's get one more card. Spirit guides. Some of us have had to grow up too soon. We have the children here. We didn't play long enough. Spirit is saying that we still can play, that we still can have fun, that we still can enjoy life, that we still can be lighthearted. As a matter of fact, we talk about it a lot. Our intuition is sparked by being childlike. You have to believe in magic, right? You have to believe in miracles. You have to believe in the spiritual realms. It's nothing that you just, for some of us, we automatically believe in it. And I give thanks to my mother, because it was the way that she lived her life. And so she lived her life with complete knowing that the ancestors were working with us or were with us. And so I have no choice but to believe in the same thing because I believe in her. But for some of us who don't go that route, you have to take yourself out of it. You have to take yourself out of the boxes. You have to take yourself out of the written rules or the textbook knowledge of it all. And you have to believe in pretty much just magic, the things that are unseen. Spirit guides came out. Trust in them, believe in them, believe that you're being guided. You have to ask for guidance though. It says release and declutter. Spirit, help me release myself from things that are harmful to my spirit. Help me declutter my life. Remove all things, all situations that bring harm to my heart. Help me open up my heart chakra. Let's work on that now. Let's concentrate on our heart chakras. Let's concentrate on the heart space right in here and see. And let's just picture that energy, that space just glowing. Spirit, help to open up my heart so that I may use it to see my way forward. So that I may use it to communicate with you clearly. We give thanks to our ancestors. We give thanks for their gifts, which are ultimately our gifts, things that are passed down in the bloodlines, things that are passed down spiritually, things that help us survive here on this planet that we live on called Earth, right? That 10 of Pentacles that's been granted to us from birth, that came from them, that guarantees us the freedom to live abundantly if we give thanks properly, if we purify ourselves properly, and if we move in authenticity, in truth, in light. All right. Until next time, peace. Have a wonderful night, okay?